Evo Japan, Evo Japan, Evo Japan, Evo Japan.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
We all knew it was coming. One Activision employee said it best. It was like waiting for a loaded gun to go off. I was expecting a 9mm round, not buckshot. Nearly 800 people had a fiddlestick out of there? The reason they gave was, currently staffing levels on some teams are out of proportion with our current release slate.
Bullshit!
This pimp made more money last year than it ever has. How could this have happened? The United States just enacted new and supposedly updated tax laws. There's nothing in there to disincentivize this kind of practice. The sticker on the box said that they were gonna create jobs. The fiddlestick happened. There's been a lot of talk in recent years regarding unionization in the gaming industry. This is what I really want to see some opinions on. I think this is only going to make people revisit the subject, and perhaps they should. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Do the pros outweigh the cons? I think a lot of people believe that in an ideal marketplace, the act itself would bury the company due to the PR hit. But we don't live in an ideal world. If we did, companies like Activision and EA wouldn't exist. So what's the solution other than worker unionization and or government regulations? I don't know, tell me what you're thinking. Speaking of negative PR, for whatever reason, Vox Media thought it was a good idea to try and do a cover-up of a video that was mostly forgotten about. This came on my radar when Review Tech USA got striked. The strike has since been lifted, but there was a comment that got me thinking. Vox Media is getting off scot-free. Besides the PR hit, there isn't anything dissuading them or anyone else from issuing these false claims, which is another thing we can talk about. Should there be consequences for people or organizations who abuse YouTube's systems? Would it even be feasible? Many people think that if these things don't become big news, YouTube doesn't care. Big companies might even threaten to leave again, and we all know how YouTube responds to such threats.
He sacrificed my freedom and good name to save the reputation of his organization.
The Outer Worlds by Obsidian Entertainment is in the works, and I am excited. I see a lot of people comparing it to Fallout New Vegas and subsequently fiddling all over Bethesda for it. The creators have denounced this, but I think Legacy Killer HD said it best.
Bethesda bashing will continue.
No matter what they say, people want to stick it to Bethesda.
It's gonna happen.
I will smack your face!
But anyway, is it just me, or does the gameplay feel more like an immersive sim that's heavy on the RPG? The way it's described, the different hub worlds you can travel to makes me think of KOTOR 2. The other thing that makes me think of both KOTOR 2 and Fallout New Vegas is that despite taking about 40 hours to finish, there's a heavy emphasis on replayability. I like that. The game might be as wide as a small lake, but it's as deep as the Marianas Trench. Now you take this home, add some DLC down the road, mod support.
Baby, you got a stew going.
In other news, the new Dead or Alive game is looking pretty good. I might check this one out. Even the presentation at Evo Japan was trying to arouse the audience. For whatever reason, they had two women tapping that ass and reenacting when they were on the trampoline. But hey man, c'est la vie. Mr. Wizard got nervous though and cut the stream, citing core values.
I just want to get on stream and apologize on behalf of Triple Perfect and of course Evo Championship Series. The stuff that was on stream just recently from one of our partners that were showcasing their recent title that is going to be coming out does not reflect, of course, the content and the intention of Evo. So we do apologize if we offended anyone during the broadcast.
Listen, in accordance with my core values, I'm all for it. Beautiful women playing grab ass? I'm not gonna stand in opposition to that. And for what I can tell, the rest of the community has the same consensus.
That's offensive, and I'm really offended by what you're saying. But remember, our founding fathers grew tobacco. It relaxed them between stressful stints of genocide and witch-burning.
I've been looking at the fair use laws because I kinda should now. I've been trying to find concrete, measurable lines that define it and or someone who really understands fair use laws. And you know what I found so far? They don't exist. There's not a single person on this earth who fully understands it. For all I know, it's completely subjective. As soon as I heard someone say, in my opinion, it's not fair use, that's it. It's all fiddlesticks. In my opinion, Your Honor, that was not murder. I only shot him once.
I had it with people whining about guns kill people. Guns don't kill people. Death kills people. Ask a doctor. It's a medical fact. You can't die from a bullet. You can die from a cardiac arrest or organ failure or major hemorrhage. A small piece of metal ain't the problem. Besides, I only use my machine gun in the safety of my own home and car. I ain't hurting nobody.
Even a company like Vox doesn't have the legal capacity to understand it. And of course, they also accuse a YouTube character of being racist, for good measure. Old World Blues. Old World Blues.